Hey Aquarius, it's Zahara Stars with Illum Astrology and Tarot and my co-pilot Romeo, the little tarot king. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm sending you all positive energy, just pure positive energy. All right, so this is going to be your March 2024 overview reading. I will be using my Astro Tarot deck. I will be using my Wisdom of the Oracle. I will be clarifying with my Wild Wood and also with Brian Froud. So let's go ahead and get started. Please keep in mind they're general. Check out your rising or your moon sign for more, especially the rising. Those of you that had birthdays, you now have a solar return chart that will tell you kind of like a snapshot of this year for you guys. If any of you interested in getting that done, I'd be happy to help you. Otherwise, if you just like a general reading, whether it's tarot or astrology, you can text me at 818-839-1116. All right, let's get the Magic Teddy Bear King. Juju, good energy. Come on, Rome's. For Aquarius, we're going to go ahead and get your overview cards. I'm going to do that deck, and I'm going to do the Astro deck next. You ready, Rome's? Come on. Come on, Astro King. Good, Juju. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I'm sending you all the best again. Let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius for March of 2024. What do they have coming and what can they expect? All right, a lot of you are releasing the past here, okay? It's time to move forward. We're now in the new age where the world is our playground. We get to play, we get to create, we get to have fun. So anything in the South Node, okay? The South Node in astrology points to your past lives and also things you've been hanging on to that you're not letting go of. It also has to do with past experiences reappearing so that way you can choose otherwise this time. Remember, every choice leads to a different timeline, okay? And if you're not happy with where things are now, then change it. By changing how you perceive it, what you actually want, all the lessons that you've learned from what you do not want, and start creating what you do want. And let go of the past if it's necessary. We also got the 11th house, which is networking, friendships. We rule this house. This is the house of hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. And we all know that we're co-creators with the universe. Yes, there's a divine plan. Yes, there's a plan going on in the background, but you can change it, alter it, create it how you wish. But this is about getting together with, and that's what I talk about when I do these readings, are what the background energies are if you choose not to do anything, okay? So the focus is going to be on developing closer networks, friends of like minds, getting rid of people that no longer are on the same playing ground that you're on, releasing those people from the past. If they're holding you down or they're holding you back or they're not on the same wavelength, it's time to move forward to finding new people that actually fit the new paradigm that you're in, that are ready to move up to a higher consciousness and that are ready to support you in all that you do. So there is going to be a big focus on community and finding like minds. Go past, letting go of those experiences that you've been revisiting and revisiting and revisiting, all as a part of you being able to choose to let go of those and move forward. What else do we have? All right, we got Juno and partnership. Some of you will be meeting a marriage partner or somebody that you're definitely going to partner with in March, okay? Now, the timing will be different for all of you because of the fact that y'all are different. Even though we're Aquarians, we're still all different. Everybody's all different. And the timing will be different. But some of you will be getting married or meeting a marriage partner in March. Juno is transiting some of your marriage houses, okay? And also I feel like just in general, it's the start of a new long-term relationship for a lot of you. And those of you that are involved in one, you could be taking it to the next level, marriage, if that's what you want. Remember, you can change anything you want. If you don't want that and that's not for you, then you get to say, nope, sorry. I'm loving my single life. Or I love being with you, but we don't got to do this. Whatever you want. It's all up to you. This is your deal. Now we got Mars, motivation, passion, fearlessness, warrior energy coming in strongly here, which is awesome. That means that you're going to be feeling courageous, confident, and that's sexy, right? You're going to be feeling confident, courageous. You're going to be overcoming obstacles. You're going to be feeling like you have a lot more energy than you have. Some of you have been coming out of some downtime. Remember the last reading was a lot of reflection, introspection, and dealing with past issues. And now you're ready to move forward. And this energy is the best energy to move forward, because Mars is all about taking confident action regardless. It's like fearless energy. It's the warrior energy. So you're going to be feeling quite confident, invigorated, stronger. It's also 22, which is a master number, mastering yourself, mastering your energy, where you put your energy, who you involve your energy with. All these things are very important, but more importantly, taking initiative on what it is that brings you the greatest happiness. I don't know why my nose is itching. All right, so we got an opposition, a confrontation with self, or a confrontation with belief systems that you may have that you're really ready to let go of. Some of you could be actually having an actual opposition with someone. A confrontation in some way, shape, or form. It's interesting because I'm getting that some of you are divided, okay, in choices and in decisions you want to make, and in belief systems like, do I believe this, do I believe that? Like, you're kind of divided, okay, temporarily, to be able to firmly grasp what it is that you want to incorporate into this new you. Some of you, this is an internal opposition that you're struggling with yourself. Some of you, this could be you're facing your past and you're overcoming it because the past self node is here. And some of you could be getting in your final confrontation before this Mars energy kicks in, where you're just like, I'm doing me. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? And oppositions are good because they allow you to move past things. They allow you to develop that courage and that inner strength. I mean, without any difficulties in our lives, how would we get our strength? We can't get strong. Those that have been through a lot of difficulty know this. They know this, and they're now leveling up. It's kind of like leveling up leveling up as you overcome things, as you overcome your shadow, as you overcome things that are toxic for you, as you let go of things that are not fulfilling you. You get stronger and stronger. Then we got the Imam Coli, which is focusing on stability, firm roots. Okay, some of you need to work on your root chakra, which is all about stability. Okay, if you've been feeling kind of like I'm unstable, or I don't really know, or I don't know where things are going, working on your root chakra is going to help that. Okay. But I feel like a lot of you are focusing on long-term stability. There's something you want to do and you want to move forward with, and you need to be able to do this. And you maybe are being pulled in different directions. Some of you are looking for a new home. Some of you are moving into a new home, but a lot of you are planting firm roots. Some of you are doing this within the family. Wow, and then we got the North Node. This is you. You're moving onto your life path, your purpose, your meaningful purpose. What has meaning to you? What turns you on? What gets your heart pumping? What gets you excited about whatever that is? Diving into your passion and following your intuition and following your heart. Forget about everybody else. They're all worried about themselves. Focus on you. Focus on where you find your greatest happiness and go forward with it, with this Mars energy. Wow, and then we got cultivating prosperity, which is working on your finances and developing them. And a lot that what you're putting forward now are going to really start, you're going to really start reaping the rewards, honestly now, especially with Saturn and Pisces, making your dreams come true. Awesomeness. Ooh, ooh. All right, let's take a look and see what else we have for Aquarius. What else do they have coming for them? What else should they be focusing on? What do we have for them? So we got this never-ending story. Some of you have been dealing with this. Not all of you, remember, take what resonates and what doesn't, but some of you just been going circles and something, and you're just like, this again, this again. When is this going to come through? Why is this not going through? What is happening here? Why are we going in circles? Okay, the never-ending story is literally like something that is giving you an opportunity to put a stop to be quite frank. You're in charge. You're the driver of this show. You're the driver of your own show. If you keep seeing this, find out what it is within you, within the situation, that you can just put an end to. Stop, walk away from. Change it up. Okay? We'll take a look and clarify more. What else do we have for Aquarius? A lot of you are going to be breaking through and breaking out of this never-ending story for sure, with Mars energy and the opposition, facing up to what is and totally being like, I'm not staying in the cycle. I'm getting out. I'm in charge. Regeneration. So, Aquarius, there's no doubt that we've been through this, okay? And this is an opportunity to start new, to build your life the way that you want it to be, to focus on the things that matter most to you, to go with those that trust in you, believe in you, and support you. Aside from that, you get to rebuild yourself and start wherever you want to start, even if you're in the middle of it, even if you're already done with it, even if you're at the top of it. You get to rebuild it. And now this regeneration is you in your best form, doing what you love, putting it out there, starting. Some of you are starting new. Some of you have been letting go of the past. Okay, there's a lot of things going on here. Some of you are literally starting new. You finally let go of something. You ended this never-ending story, or you're about to. You've been dealing with past issues, and now you're firmly grounded here with the Emum Coli, okay? And you're ready to start new and producing things that are worth it. Things that are worth it to you. Things that you value. Things that are important to you. Putting your stamp on things out there. Really, really, really putting your best foot forward. What else do we have? So it's going to be different for a lot of you. Some of you end a never-ending story. Some of you are regenerating. Some of you are starting new, okay? And that's okay. That's good. It's good. Because now you can have whatever you want instead of struggling with all the things you didn't. Trying to fight for something that wasn't for you. It's different for all of you. Again. What else do we have for Aquarius? A new life, a massive breakthrough. Something is starting here, Aquarius, that is massive, okay? A lot of you that ended the never-ending story or are about to or are going to deal with it or whatever, or the past issues or whatever, it's telling me clearly right now, like you're literally going to wake up and you're going to be like a whole new day, a whole new world, a whole new everything, and the world's your oyster and you can have whatever you want because you realized it. Because you realized that you've been putting up with stuff that you shouldn't have, and you're just like happy that it's over, and now you get to start new. And there's some big breakthrough that's coming through, and it's energetic, and it's also for some of you big breakthroughs just happening generally all around you, just coming through. What else do we have? Some of you are getting married, like I said, with this Juno and this partnership. Some of you are ending things and you're just moving forward. And I got to tell you, your hopes and your dreams are coming true now because you let go of all your nightmares. What else do we have for Aquarius? Fantastic. Co-creation, as I was talking about, co-creating with the universe. It's time to put it out there. It's time for you to, now that you know what you don't want, now that you know, hey, the contrast is there to show you what you do want. Without up, there's no down. Without left, there's no right. Without bad, there's no good. It's all the things that you've been going, I do not want this anymore. I want this. And then you're putting your energy into that, and no more chaos and conflict, Aquarius. No more. You're not having it. You're not having chaos and conflict anymore. You've always been the conflict resolution person, I know. But you don't have to do that anymore. Now you're just creating for you. Now you're just stepping in and you're just making the magic happen. What else do we have for Aquarius? We got a message in the bottle, a long-awaited message. This could be from somebody from your past. We're not in Mercury retrograde yet, but we will be around the 17th, I think, of March. We'll be in the pre-shadow, somewhere around there. Don't quote me, though, because I'm not sure. I'm just feeling it, like somewhere around there. But this is something that you've been waiting for, okay? This is something that's been taking a while. This is something that you've been looking forward to. Take it how it resonates with your own particular situation. But this is something, some news that you've been waiting for a while. And maybe it's taken this person a while to get it together and message you this message. And I feel like that's for some of you. All right, so we got a lot of things. Treasure Island. This is big money, financial security, and big money, okay? This is going to come through for you guys in a multitude of different ways because you're all involved in different situations. Like, I feel like for some of you, this is trailing off from last month. If you didn't get it last month, you're going into some sort of money phase that's going on that's going to bring you bigger ticket money, okay? It could be an insurance claim. It could be, it's near tax season. It could be a tax payout, to be quite frank. I mean, it's something, it's been different. It came through last month too. So you're looking at some sort of big lump sum of money coming through for you this month in March, okay, of 2024. If it didn't come through last month, you could be getting double, Lisa, okay? It's coming through again. So wherever this is going to come from, and like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. What do we have for Aquarius? Let's go ahead and clarify this never-ending story for Aquarius. What has this been? Some of you, it's definitely been regarding love. Some of you have been tolerating something far too long. You haven't been getting what you've been deserving from this person. You haven't been getting it correct. You put your heart out there, and it's just been one disappointment after another. And you keep going in circles with this person. And it's for different types of reasons, okay? Because you got to understand, there's a lot of you, and you're all not dealing with the same person, thank God. Like I said, it's gonna be totally different for all of you. Some of you, it's been a relationship that's been connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting. You've been realizing you haven't been getting what you want out of it. Some of you have been going in circles with someone who hasn't had the courage to step up to the plate. Some of you have been dealing with somebody who hasn't had the courage to step up to the plate and express themselves to you. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? But that's what this never-ending story is. And some of you are going to be letting go and starting new, okay? And that's okay. It doesn't mean it can't come back right, or whatever. But a lot of you are done with the chaos and conflict, clearly. It's coming through under this Mars of taking initiative of like, I'm moving forward. Tell me about this chaos and conflict. Some of you, it's been with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Sun, moon, or rising, but it doesn't have to be. This is typically somebody that's rather secretive. Or they just don't let things, they don't put their cards all out. Okay? This card also can point to someone that's a little bit of a player. Okay, but it doesn't have to be. Again, you're all involved with different people. Some of them are secretive. Some of them just hold their cards close to their chest. Some of them are a little bit sneaky and a player. It's just going to be different for all of you, but it's been causing you chaos and conflict. Okay? Tell me about this person. Some of you, it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, that you've been having this chaos and conflict with. I feel like this person, regardless of which one, let's see. If you're not in contact with them, they're going to want to reconnect with you again. They're going to be reaching out. Yeah, it's caused you great sadness. Okay, it's caused you great sadness. It's been either Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Or Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. It's been chaotic. It's causing a great amount of conflict, and it's left you sad. I do feel like this person is going to be wanting to reconnect with you, or you have an opportunity to see them at some sort of event, social event, party, get together. But if not, I feel like this person is going to be wanting to reconnect with you again. Tell me what. Yeah, and the struggle has been real on this, okay, you guys? It's like you've been feeling like you've been going it alone in this situation. You've been left out in the cold. You've been really trying hard to make this work. You've been going through it for this. Those of you that have been dealing with an air sign, though, ironically, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, you're going to get some happy news from this person. And maybe they've been chaotic and conflicted, or it's been chaotic and conflicting. Regardless, the air sign's coming through on the happiness card. So, and I feel like it's a message in the bottle, something you've been waiting for, a long-awaited message coming through with this air sign, okay? That's going to make you really happy, because this person actually really has strong feelings for you, really is willing to do the work and really to take the next step. This person makes you happy. They fulfill you on every level. But something, whatever has gone wrong with the air sign person, because it's coming through like it's been chaotic, but overall, I don't know how that works. It's been a lot of work too. It's been like weighing heavy, because either you haven't expressed yourself, or they haven't expressed themselves, or there's just been outside circumstances or situations, or it just wasn't the right time with this air sign, because I'm getting it was a lot of work, but I'm getting that overall you guys get along and you're happy together when you are together, because the happiness card and the 10 of vessels, the 10 of cups, it's like this is a big love of yours, but it's been work, it's been a burden, it's been heavy, there's some sort of breakthrough happening with the air sign. Tell me more. And for some of you, it's been chaos and conflict, but I feel like this has been for a different reason than the others. Okay? Yeah, because you guys are meant to be. And it's the right time. The pole star is about divine intervention, or somebody being led directly to you, or you being led directly to them, or going through. It's more like the universe is pulling the two of you together. It's more like divine timing. Wow. And that's coming through on the message in the bottle as well. Let's see what else we have on this message. in the bottle. This long-awaited message of somebody realizing that you're the one. They're finally realized that this is it. You're the one for them. And there's been a lot of like, you guys mirror each other, but there's been a lot of hidden emotions that haven't been expressed in this connection with this air sign. Yeah, there hasn't been clarity on feelings from one side or the other. And but you both actually feel the same about each other. It's like you reflect each other emotionally. Maybe you haven't expressed it, they haven't expressed it. Or you both are emotionally very much the same. Yeah, but they're going to be expressing themselves fully. They're going to express themselves maybe in a playful, lighter way. Or, well, yeah, it's air sign, but that's what I'm getting from this guy. It's kind of like, hey, by the way, I dig you. That's this message in the bottle, something you've been waiting for. They're going to express themselves. The Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, but also this air sign could have that element too. So just take it how it resonates. I'm just trying to clarify them. I've been clarifying the air sign because on the water sign, I got this deep mourning and this sadness of not being fulfilled, on with the chaos and conflict, along with the Queen of Pentacles, which is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, somebody that can be a bit overbearing, but the struggle has been real. On this one, I do see them wanting to reconnect, or you have an opportunity to reconnect with them at a celebration or a get together, but I do see them wanting to reconnect. I'm not going to break it down anymore because this reading's going way too long, but if you'd like a personal reading regarding these people that's specific for you, I'd be happy to do it. But you're getting a long-awaited contact going on. Any more last messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for March of 2023? So we have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, that's kind of facing up to the Stag, which is a call out, which is Judgment card, which is when they go deep in reflection about what they've been doing wrong or how it could be wrong, or they have to tell the truth. They have to confess. So some of you might be getting a confession. Oh, sorry, it's not Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But it's the king. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces is going to be, there's going to be a call, a judgment call being made on this, whether it's coming from your end, okay, and it could be connected to this other water sign here, where they just confess, everything comes clean, or you call them out and they have to confess and come clean. The Stag is about like, you're not going one step further until you give me the deal, and it has to be truthful. So it's like some of you are calling out this water sign, or the universe is, or they're doing it to themselves. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, because it's got to turn into something, or it's done. And there's an opportunity for it to blossom into something beautiful. It's going to be different for all of you, okay? But some of you are just done with the way it is, and you're like, it's got to transform. And for some of you, it's going to be everything that you've wanted coming through on this by calling this person out, or by the universe doing it, or by them doing it to themselves. It's going to turn out to be something extremely positive. Some of you, this person gets a lot of attention. And you guys have been bound together, tied together for some time. Could be karmic, or it could be true love that's just had to go through a process of transformation. And it's going to be different for all of you, but this is definitely the twin card or the soulmate card. But you see how they're tied together? It's something that's very, very difficult. Just like with twin flames, we can't always come together in the same lifetime until one person levels up, or both people do. They're on the same page. But it's a very powerful connection that has the opportunity to regenerate based off of the stag stepping in here, which the universe works through us. Okay, we could be the stag, you could be the stag, you could be the one that goes, look, I need to know the truth and nothing but the truth, and that's it. I need to call you out on this. Or the stag could happen to them via transit like Saturn or Pluto, where it starts to push their inner feelings out and they realize, oh my God. It could happen multiple ways. Okay, but this is what's going on with this water sign. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and King Rome's over here. I'm sending you positive energy for all the best. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Until next time.